Yo, what's up, nerds? Welcome back to another episode of the weekly recap with the nerds. We're not in the headquarters, obviously. Nandito tayo sa bahay-bahay. Bahay ko, actually. Hey, what's up? Red Queen Andy here.
Pika Lozano here on the Queen's Hive.
Akala ko you're the queen. Kinabahan ako ng very, like, June pa naman ngayon. I am Coach Abby. And special tayo ngayon.
Yes.
Yes, we are inducting.
But before we introduce, let's give a big shout out to our director, award-winning director, si Colix. He's actually staying behind the cam kasi medyo masama yung pakiramdam. Hopefully gumaling si Direct Colix. But yeah, he is present and listening to you guys. So if you have any message to Direct Colix, just type it down there in the comment section. Kasi alam ko naman may sarili siyang fan base.
Magaling na siya, kailangan niya pa magpagaling. Direct Colix lang yung nag-iisang ganyan. Okay, sige. Iwan natin yung introduction sa ating Red Queen.
No.
Ay, ikaw ba mag-introduce?
Si Pika. Pika Lozano.
Why is it me? You guys worked with him already.
Wow, grabe.
Yeah,
Hot potato, ah.
Okay, recently, we worked with this nerd. Okay, he is. I actually know him from Tier 1. I met him in Tier 1. He's been a caster for I don't know how many years. Maybe he started in pandemic.
Let's talk to him about that.
Let's ask him later on. But ladies and gents, please put your hands together to the one and only Damian Wolf.
I think you're on mute, Damien.
No, I'm not. Niloko lang kayo. So, I was on mute.
Okay.
I got you. Nerd.
Got.
Galing ah.
Nerd.
Nerd tayo agad. Kakasimula pa lang wala tanggalin na to.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me here. Yun. Thank you for having me here. Okay. Yun na lang.
All right. Again, shout out to our viewers. Thank you for hanging out with us. Again, this is the weekly recap wherein we talk about everything that happened for this week and the last week, and maybe even things that we look forward to. Ooh. Actually, from my side, medyo madami. Handful talaga eh. So there's kakagaling lang namin from an event from Asus Vivo Book S. They just launched S16 and S14. We'll talk about it later on. We also went to the special screening of Elio. So
Disney and Pixar's Elio. So showing na today. So,
showing today, yes.
So,
Elio?
Yeah,
Elio, yeah. I really like the movie. Wait lang, kasi umiyak ako.
Are you gonna spoil it kagad?
Pagkakatuwa natin yan, guys. Yung Elio, again, that's already showing. Today is the first day ng showing niya sa cinemas. It's a good family movie. So if you guys are looking for a movie to watch, not on the weekdays, but perhaps on the weekend.
Speaking of family, sorry.
Go.
Hello, Jules.
Hi, Jules.
Our brother's watching, so hello, and focus on the tournament as well while you're opening this podcast on the side. So may tournament online. that he's doing.
Oh, good
So,
luck, good luck.
And speaking of
Wow,
family,
mm.
Happy Father's Day sa mga
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
tatay at tumayong tatay at nanindigan bilang tatay. Happy
Yes.
Father's Day to everyone, especially Goku and
Uy, come on. We're going there, huh?
si Goku.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day sa lahat ng nanay na nanindigan na para maging tatay din.
Yan.
I don't even know if tama yung sinabi ko, but
Kaya
you
mo.
get the
Naninindigan. Wow. So
Father's Day to Hayachi Kazuya.
Hayachi. Mga Mishima.
So the Mishimas.
Sama niyo na si Goku.
Are you
Sama-
Tekken aficionado?
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Anyhow.
Tekken aficionado, fighting game person din si Damien.
Yes.
So,
Hindi niya na itatanong.
yeah.
i-welcome naman natin siya about
I
it.
mean, that's exactly how we met anyway, to begin with. It really was that. Damien Wolf, not just for Tekken, anime fighters, right? A lot of them, the list goes on for Damien Wolf. Hindi lang naman dun sa racing sims, right?
Yeah.
So there's a whole lot of bullets on the belt of
Master,
Damien
ano
Wolf.
lang. Jack of all trades, master of none. Parang ganun. Hindi, master din ako sa iba. So, yan.
Okay, here we go.
Pero speaking of fighting games, I want to give a shout out to Archangel Esports. Alam ni Pika yan.
Oh,
kilala
yes.
niyo. So guys, if you're watching, huge shout out sa inyo and they're supporting Nerd. They actually said they shared it na among the entire
Oh,
org.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So thank you
Maybe-
guys. Yes, kasama tayo doon.
Yes.
Right.
It's a mandate from now on. You got
Mandated requirement. No?
Also,
Right.
if you want us to talk about a certain topic, you can just slide into our DMs.
Yun.
You know what I mean?
Leave a comment. Leave a comment.
Sa
Diba?
mandate.
Tayo. Right.
Yung mandate na one word or man space date.
Hey, I knew it. You could not help it. You could not help it.
Man
Hey,
space
sabi
date.
ni June.
Dahil June,
Dahil
Happy
June.
Pride Month. Okay. Oh, ay, so
Take
you
out
mentioned kanina, di ba, na,
Check out my
Yes.
power bank, guys.
na we're curious din sa background ni Damien Wolf. So,
Yeah.
you mentioned na may experience siya in casting. Ilang years na ba and how did you get into casting?
Commentary.
Okay. So to be honest, very recent lang naman on the cast, like around maybe 2 years ago. I mean, I do our own podcasts, parang ano lang, friends, diba? And then among Discord servers. Pero like casting talaga for something. It's just around mga 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago. I think the first thing I casted was Street Fighter 6 and no KOF. I did KOF as well, right?
King of Fighters, guys.
Right, King of Fighters. I was I'm more of a funny talaga dito. I'm more of a King of Fighters person than a Street Fighter person. But since Terry Bogard is now in Street Fighter lore, I'm now a Street Fighter person talaga. Right?
Okay.
Well,
Sorry
nasa
for-
ML,
sorry
nasa
for-
ML na rin ng KOF. So,
Ano yan?
Sure.
Actually.
may ML skins din ng KOF, di ba?
Yes. So yun nga nakakatawa. No? Kilala niyo sila Yori, sila Athena. Diba? Kilala niyo yun. Nakakatawa. Ano yun?
Last week, right? Sorry to cut
Yeah.
Damien, but
Yeah.
yun din yun, the collaborations, right?
Yes,
Right.
the
Cool, no?
popular collaborations with video games. So speaking of video games, I only played Street Fighter sa Nintendo. Yung bala pa, yung actually parang bareta pa. Bareta ba yung tawag?
Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Super
that-
Nintendo. Anong Nintendo yung sabi nito? Super Nintendo. Oh, yes.
Nintendo,
yes.
yes.
That was
I
Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2. Turbo.
Wow.
Champion Edition.
played the Dalsim E-Honda.
Wala, master. Who did you use? you?
Me, I either I like Dalsim. I like Dalsim, and then it's either Ryu or Ken. But if I gusto ko lang mang ines, I go with the either E-Honda or Chun-Li kasi meron sila nung ganun-ganun.
Yeah.
O Blanca, di ba? Yeah.
Usually, I don't know if you guys played it. Usually kasi kapag ginamitan mo na ng ganun, ng superpowers nila, yung parang mabilis na ganyan.
100 hands.
That's what
Yeah.
hindi na makapalag yung kalaban. So, galit na galit sa akin yung mga pinsan ko. Shout out sa mga pinsan ko, malalaki na. My first ever barkada.
Traumatized pa itong mga to. Ayaw na maglaro ng Street Fighter. Tinatalo kami ni Tina.
Never coming back to the barbecue.
Right.
Hindi nila ako awayin kasi I
Yeah.
own the Nintendo.
There we go. And a power tripping.
Do we have somebody similar in Tekken? I know, of course, Eddie Gordo and Warang with mashing kicks. Oh yeah, I get it.
For kicks, it's Eddie and Warang.
Eddie
Pero
and Warang.
specifically, like yung sinasabi nga ni Red, it's Ganryu, another
Yeah.
sumo.
Yeah,
So-
Steve Fox.
Yeah.
Pindot lang. So, punch.
Yeah, for boxers, obviously we have Steve. Doon ako nainggit.
Oh.
In Street Fighter, there's more than one boxer. Diba?
Are you a
There's
boxing
one.
fan? You love boxing ba? Ibang ano mo?
Yes, contact sports in general, not just boxing. So, ganun. And it's funny, again, nainggit ako Street Fighter. They have more than one boxer.
Adi, come to the dark side na.
No,
yeah.
don't.
Fighter.
It's the- you're-
Street Fighter. 2D.
magdagdag na lang sa Tekken.
So kung love of your life is Tekken, sino ang soulmate mo na video game?
Oh,
Totka.
Uy, may ganun.
the one. Oh wow, okay, that's a good one. Meron.
Oh, okay.
Meron?
Meron.
Meron. May totga ako na sana nilalaro ko pa.
And
House of the Dead.
Oh my
House
god!
of
What?
the Dead.
House of the Dead.
Yes.
House of the
Oh.
Dead.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Everything. Every House of the Dead.
Please do the honors.
I don't wanna die.
My God.
Wow.
The best voice acting.
Alam niyo yan, if you know, gumastos ka ng token.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
I played it a lot.
Yun
I
ang
played
totoong
it a
e-sport
lot.
ko, guys.
Yeah.
Shooters. Alam ni Rambo dyan yan. Shoutout si Rambo
Wait
dyan.
lang, speaking of House of the Dead, nakaabot ba kayo sa dulo dun sa
Always,
lumilipad na?
always.
Come on.
Siyempre.
Half bat ba siya or
That's
half
not even
half
the end
bat?
yet, really.
No,
Yeah.
first stage.
Yeah.
First boss.
Yes.
Second pa lang. Second
First
boss.
stage. That
Se-
was
Second boss na siya. Second boss yun. See,
That is
it's the hanged man. I know what it's called.
paired with a giant thing,
giant is
with
the
headless
first
giant
one.
That's
thing.
first
That's
boss
the
of
first,
two.
right?
Second boss.
A second boss of House of the Dead.
How
First
many
boss-
tokens? Tokens tuloy.
Oh,
I'm a one token guy.
Wow, brother. Cool.
Can I-
Oh, really?
Hands to heaven, legit. Obviously, hindi ko nakuha kagad yun ng isa lang. Pero,
Tito
when-
Steve, by the
Oh,
way.
Tito Steve. Hi to Tito Steve. Yes.
Tito
Oh,
Steve.
retro.
retro games, yeah. No, I'm not kidding. Because, syempre, hindi ko yung nagawa ng isa lang. From the very start. I had to keep,
Trying,
repeating it and
yeah.
repeating it.
Right,
Until
right,
like, isa lang. So, it's because it's a game of memorization.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, for me, I'm so happy kasi nung Geek Pop Alpha, nalaro ko siya
You
with Tito Steve.
did. You
Yeah.
But
did.
the House of the Dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
House of the Dead.
And
Yung
so
Van
far,
Totga mo? Yung Van Totga game mo, Abby?
hindi naman. Kasi parang
Hindi.
natapos ko siya to the point na parang okay na ako.
Okay.
Parang closure namin.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Pero-
pero gusto ko na
Magandang detachment.
I played it with Steve kasi si Steve ay kaklase ko nung high school.
Right.
So parang
shout out. Oo.
talaga sa quantum nung high school namin.
Oh, by the way, before anything else, I would like to give a big shout out to Hussein, always
Hey,
present.
Hussein. What's up?
Hello. And
Big
Hi.
shout out to you. And also to Oliver Jet
Hi,
Intadino.
Oliver.
Abby,
Hi,
big
Jet.
shout out to you.
hello.
Hi, Punks.
Wanna
So
give
again,
a shout out din sa- right.
For let us know.
ayan na, si mga nag-comment. Pika, ginawa mong automatic yung barrel sa arcade dati. when I was playing House of the Yeah, that's exactly how I play.
yeah.
I am
OG
the
slow
rapid
OG.
fire, the cardio shooter.
Ang tanong, do you cover the laser?
Yes.
Ah,
Laging ganun. Laging lens cover for
Lens
reload.
cover,
Laging
ganun.
ganun.
Did you-
And
did you- there was a video, there was this guy in the arcade na parang talagang ginagawa niya yung hiding pag nagano siya. Did you do something like that?
No, I will not
Like,
emulate.
role played your
Yung sa Time Crisis yan eh.
Oh,
In
time
Time
crisis.
Yeah, because you can hide.
Time Crisis
Yeah.
3, nag-start yun. Yung may pedal.
Thank you. No, ano pa lang. All the Time Crises
Yeah,
have...
may pedal.
Ah, may
Meron-
pedal.
meron
Oh,
siyang
that's how it
dodge.
started.
Reload lang before. Sa 2.
Yeah. 2.
3, they
Sa
started
3,
again.
meron na talaga siyang ilag-ilag.
I finished everything again.
Yes.
So,
Wow.
and then there was more complex. Like, you had the left na dodge. the
Yes.
right na
And then
dodge.
meron na ding barricades.
Are
May
we talking about
barricades.
Time Crisis?
Yes.
Oh my
That's
God, Time
Sorry,
Crisis.
Hot Take 5 was not good.
I think.
Pero shooter, ang pinakagusto ko yung sniper. Hindi ko alam
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you play
Silo.
Yeah, I saw that. Silent Scope. Was it Silent Scope?
Silent Scope.
sa arcade
Siphon
talaga.
filter,
Si-
di ba yun?
No,
Yeah,
that's
that
a-
Silent Filter is a console.
Okay.
Pero
I think it's Silent Scope, di ba? Was it
Yeah,
Yeah.
Silent Scope.
Silent Scope. I
Silent
finished that too. I think 2 tokens.
Yeah.
Tapos parang alam mo
Galing.
nag-gather na yung mga tao sa likod.
Yeah.
Kasi talaga nag-breathing pa.
Which is in real life, talagang sniper, di ba? Kailangan may breathing ka.
If you're a sniper, breathing matters. We talked about this. We
Right,
talked about-
right.
may wind, may wind factor siya.
Meron. And
talaga,
bullet
very-
travel.
Mhm.
There's bullet travel.
Yes, may projectile. So, kailangan lampas mo siya.
Look at us talking nerdy. What are the
Yeah.
chances?
Ay, to
Sorry,
Rambo John pala, sabi niya, yung handgun naging SMG. I think.
Oh my gosh.
Because Rambo John and I, we were batchmates.
Uzi yun.
Yes. And speaking of, yun sa Time Crisis 3, that's when they started getting different guns. Like, hindi ka lang naka-pistol the whole way, right?
Yeah, you can change yung guns when
You
you...
can
Rambo
change.
John also likes Scar. Naging viewer ka yan
Yeah.
sa Initial D. So, hello,
Dude,
Rambo.
he was so happy when he found out that Damien Wolf is now part of Nerd Herd because they did play a lot in Midnight
Yeah.
Tune, I think.
Oh.
Wangan. Hindi sa Wangan, pero sa Initial D niya ako nakilala.
Yeah, Maximum Tune, sorry. Yeah, Maximum Tune.
Taong arcade.
Yeah.
I can
Laman
name the
ng time
games.
zone. Yes.
Sorry, laman ako ng
Nako,
arcade.
yan. And yung Time Crisis na yan, yan yung nilalaro namin pag merong nandun sa, on the seat, di ba? Ano, parang
Second,
Totoo
pag may
yan.
pila and it's not my turn
may
yet.
pila, right? Yan.
Yeah.
Medyo
Pero-
may pagka-performer kasi ako eh.
So,
So, doon ako
Dance
sa...
Revo. Oh my God. Sabi ko na eh.
Dance Revolution, Dance
Dance
Maniacs.
Maniacs.
Papalit-palit na lang.
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
okay.
Drum
What?
Mania
No,
too.
no,
I played.
Drum
Really?
Mania, no.
She didn't play.
Guitar Hero. Pero
Okay.
yun yung, I know the feeling na yung kapag maglalagay ka ng token and then everybody else
gonna be
would just line
watching,
up
yeah.
behind you or like mag-gather sila sa likod mo. That's our version of live streaming, by the way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yun yung
Live.
totoong esports.
Oo, grabe dati. Yung Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection.
Yes.
Grabe yung crowd.
Pila
doon.
yun.
Parang makiki-excuse.
Sa fighting games, merong ano yan, may token queue yan. Nakalalagay mo yung token mo para nakaline ka dun.
Yes. And here's what's crazy. Since ranking started to happen there, you back then you had actually no right to fall in line if yung kalaban mo hindi mo ka-rank.
May ganong
That's
level.
Ethics yun eh.
Ethics,
Ano,
Hindi ka pwedeng casual.
mga in-arcade rules yan. In-arcade.
Yeah, unless bata, you're the
Pero-
commercial. You're the commercial.
Tsaka I don't know kung sa South ganun. Pero sa North kasi meron kaming rule na like if you win dalawang round na, you have to give the
A mercy round. Yeah, a mercy round. Yeah.
May gano'n. Yeah, mercy. Oh.
Pag di ka
Pag hindi ka
nagbigay.
nag-mercy round.
Yeah.
No.
Ako, I
Oo,
feel
may-
bad. Patay
Parang
mo na lang.
infamous ka eh. Makakilala ka nun pag ganun. Pag makikilala ka doon, hindi ka nabibigyan ng mercy.
Tandaan ko.
Tawag ka ng master, tatalunin ka ng walang mercy din. Ganun.
Yeah.
Would you guys know the game na nagtatransform sila sa beast? Like, una tao.
Bloody Roar.
Bloody Roar.
Bloody Roar. That
was my
second-
first logo. So, because it's wolf eh.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's a wolf. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a boxer, bro. Si Hugo.
Hindi pa tapos. Hindi pa tapos sabihin ni Redel.
Gusto ko yung sa sobrang excited natin, nag-overlap na yung mga boses.
Yeah, lahat ka ng mga games, no? And then,
Nag-rabbit hole tayo sa games. Pero,
Sa-
yeah.
An arcade. I'm manifesting an arcade podcast.
Mm.
So,
Oh.
Pwede natin gawin. Yeah, that's gonna be a cool thing, right?
Nagagawa tayong content. Nerd Herd goes to arcades again.
Nerd Herd goes to arcade.
Tapos, let's challenge each other, no? Kung sino yung
Sure.
Kaya nyo pa ba? Kaya nyo pa ba?
Kaya ko pa. By the way, okay.
ma-ER ka na naman.
Let me just share
Baka
this
sabi ko,
quick story lang. So, kasi nga 'di ba, mahilig ako mag-dance revo, dance maniac. So one time, nag-shoot kami. We went to Baguio. Just to do a vlog, spend time with friends, and medyo parang liwaliw ganyan. So, nandun kami sa SM Baguio. Nakakita ngayon ako ng Dance
DDR.
Revo.
DDR,
Dance
yeah.
Revo. Na, kasi, di ba, nag-progress na, nagkaroon na ng iba't ibang edition yung
Yeah.
songs. Meron ngayong third mix kasi doon ako familiar eh. Talaga,
Okay.
third mix ako. And yung mga songs kasi
The
na
tracks.
sinasayaw ko, yung mga tracks, like yung Afronova, Paranoia, 180, or was it 180 or 190? Something like that. Basta mabibilis. Gusto ko talaga yung mga mabibilis. So,
Yeah.
nag-dance
Yung
revo
hahawa
ako.
ka doon, nahawa ka sa likod doon eh.
Siyempre, di ba, performer nga, bida-bida, di ba? Bida-bida ako nun. So,
Adib-adibs.
oo, walang pumapansin ng dance revo. Wala talaga. As in, like, walang tao, may bata lang naglalaro but doesn't even know how to properly play dance rev. So sabi ko, excuse me, let the tita show you the way.
Hinawi niya yan, hinawi
Let the
niya
tita
yan.
show you the way. So, naglaro ako ganon. Settings lahat, I went for Afronova as my first song. Oh my God, guys. Medyo nabigla ako at
Tinapos
na-ER.
mo naman.
Tinapos ko siya kasi
Oo.
syempre kahiyaan na lang
Okay.
yun. Medyo,
She
may
picked it
mga-
anyway. She picked it.
Yeah. I mean, mayroon ng
B+
crowd
or
eh
A
sa
kaya
likod ko
tanong,
eh.
okay.
Nanonood sila parang,
Ginalingan.
wow, this girl, so galing, so amazing. Ayun, kinabukasan guys, na-ER tayo.
Oh my God.
Yes.
She couldn't move.
Wait. Why? What happened? Is it fatigue? Muscle fatigue or
Yeah, I guess in a way, you could say
Naputi
that.
yung
Kasi
muscle.
Wear and tear.
nagvo-vlog
Like,
kami,
yeah.
we've been walking all day, we've been working all day, tapos biglang
Right.
nagsayaw
parang
ka.
nag-gym ka rin? What's when you count after a gym workout?
Nabigla talaga. Nabigla yung katawan ko, then na-ER ako the next day.
Homesick
Pero
ka rin?
yun yung
Delayed
pagbalik ko
onset
pa naman ng
muscle.
Manila. Pagbalik ko pa ng Manila.
I was so scared like when I saw her story.
You were there?
No, she storied it. And then
Ah,
Naka-clear siya.
what happened?
Mhm.
Yung pala
Imagine how I felt. Na pag-uwi namin, parang, wala, hindi na siya makagulapay.
Yeah.
Parang DDR pa. Sige, DDR mo yan.
DDR.
only
At least
imagine-
memorable in DDR sa'yo, di ba? Something like that.
I can imagine what the nurse or the,
Ito nga
the
yun.
receptionist heard.
From DDR to EER. EER mo na yan, te.
Hindi ko na inulit-ulit,
Kasi-
guys. That was it. That was it for me.
Kasi napaisip din ako, ano yung what went through the mind of the receptionist? Ano po nang
Siyempre, pinipigilan nila, like, ano po nangyari? Siyempre,
Yeah.
pinipigilan nila yung smile nila,
Yeah,
diba?
But you did say the exact
I did. I'm so proud of it. Kasi video nyo nakapagsayaw pa ako. But anyway, it's a funny story that I tell my friends. And now I'm telling you guys.
Okay. Very intimate sharing. Thank you for
So,
sharing your story.
lesson learned, stretch. I think
Yes.
that's
Warm up.
that's
Do a
it.
warm up. Yeah.
Oh.
Warm up.
That was
Actually,
a
yung
fun story. Well, it wasn't fun during that time, no? Pero, but that was something memorable sa'yo. Talagang everything for the game. But yeah,
Medyo na-fulfill ako nung nakita ko yung reaction ng mga tao na parang galing na galing sila. Wow na wow sila. So parang,
Adrenaline rush.
yeah, pinakita ko naglalakad pa ako straight. Pero paglabas ko ng arcade, aray,
Pero
my back.
actually, I was gonna say, ang magandang impact kasi nun, kasi when you left, other people started playing. Yung mga-
inspire.
Na-inspire.
Oo nga, no, try natin. So hopefully hindi sila na-ER. Pero I guess,
Yeah,
I
actually.
guess yun yung power of like being a gamer at our age. Na parang,
Influence.
di ba? Like
Yeah.
parang, hey, because of the game. I mean, hindi na ganun same yung tutok ko sa Valo. Pero like, in a way, nautakan mo rin na may mga bagets minsan. So, we don't let go of that. So, yun
No.
na, if we play just to inspire people. And also, yun nga, good story. So, if anyone ever questions, gamer ba si Red Queen? Bakit?
Ayun.
Na-ER na ba kayo? Kakagame.
Oh.
DDR. Three letters.
But did you
Gamer ba
die?
si- Did you die?
Did you die?
Did you die?
you
though?
Shout out to Dan Dice. Hello. Welcome.
Hey. Actually, si
Oh my
Oliver
goodness.
Jet Interino, kalaro ko siya Valorant. Yun ang mga bumubuhat sa akin kasi wala akong tutok eh. Puro lang ako trap tsaka timing lang.
And then skills.
Delay lang ako ng post plant. Yun ang inis ko.
Okay, since we're talking about games, I don't know. We're already on the talk of shooters. You guys probably may or may not have missed it, but there was a recent announcement by Farlight 84.
Oh my God, yes, I saw
What
that.
was it? Was that
Are releasing an FPP mode somewhere along the line this year, I think.
And it's so different, ah.
Yes,
Hindi siya
ibang-iba siya.
kamukha ng Farlight at all.
My goodness, it's so HD.
It's like
it's so HD.
Farlight 84 version 2.0.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Unreal
it's,
Engine.
They learned something about the initial release nila, no? Wanted to improve their game. So, diba, that's actually props.
So different.
but I feel like it's more of if Farlight 84 the first one was challenging like Apex Legends
Yes.
or the other battle royale games. I think this one more of directly competing with Marvel rivals.
Yes.
In terms of yung game speed plus everyone has
Oo.
skills. Plus the pace of the game.
The perspective is
Perspective.
different. Yun na yung naging difference. When I think before Rivals came out, yeah, Farlight 84 was very comparative to Marvel Rivals and or PUBG Mobile at the time.
PUBG.
Kasi it's
PUBG Mobile
TPP
talaga.
yan di ba?
PUBG
Right.
Mobile
With power.
PUBG and Valo had a
Yeah,
big-
yeah,
Yun
yeah.
yung, di ba, with the field decreasing yung ganung klaseng gameplay, right? I think
Yeah.
COD din ganun, di ba? Parang may mode na
Kind
ganun.
of, yeah. And yeah, there's more similarity now to that, to COD Mobile and or Apex than it the old Farlight. It's crazy.
It's very different. I mean, I'm interested to try. It's just that the secret sauce
Ka-intriga eh.
talaga kasi Farlight for me is the jetpack.
The jetpack, yeah, we had to address that.
Yeah. So what does the pack say, di ba?
Well,
So hanggang wala yung packs, I think.
yeah, wait, I did not get to the point where I saw a single jetpack out of anybody. The guns were there, completely different. And again, it's HD as all heck, right? Pero wala akong jetpack na nakita.
But then again, like all teasers are HD.
Yeah. Especially the RPGs.
So I don't want to expect.
And then when you
any-
play,
Oo, di ba? Like parang,
I really
okay,
need to know.
Iba yung
Because your
settings.
machine kasi cannot handle. Sige, machine ko na.
Meron on, yes, actually. Even in Tekken, shoutouts to the potato PCs.
Yeah.
And
my Tekken is all blurry pag nilalaro sa ano. Tekken has a Tekken's game is ganun eh. For the PC they have an auto setting. So
Tama.
di ba? So depending on sa PC mo, depende. So nakita ko blurred yung akin, no. So okay, I'm in the
I'm
Jap.
notoriously known on my stream for actually talking smack. if merong PC na yung 'di ba rollback, if the opponent's PC is chasing my PC, maglalag siya mahahawa ako eh.
Oh, yeah.
May ganun eh. So I always am known on streams calling that out. What is going on?
Please,
PCs
guys.
have to blow up.
People playing fighting games at home, please have a LAN connection. Yun lang na mahinihingi namin. Have a LAN connection, please.
200 lang eh.
And speaking of connections,
Salbahin.
shout out to our sponsor na, joke lang.
Oh,
Check your app here.
Wow, sponsor.
Wait. Before tayo tumuloy sa mga topics natin, big shout out to Albert Taule and also Sir Mox, another caster from the PUBG community. Big shout out. Thank you for dropping by. Or maybe you're still staying with us, so big
Please.
shout out to you.
Oh, speaking of
Don't leave.
computers and how they cannot handle games. It's my first time actually pushing yung limits ng maliit na laptop na yun. This is the
Oh.
Asus VivoBook.
For
S
what
for-
game? What game? What game? Did you see the limit ng ano?
I tried Tekken 7, Tekken 8, the demo lang.
Okay.
Pero ayoko muna mag-commit. And then I played Valorant. Valorant was solid. It was 260 FPS pataas.
So smooth yung Valo.
Super
talaga.
smooth.
Halo was good. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'll
I
vouch
think
for Tekken. Pihikan yung Tekken.
Tekken, the demo was so good.
8. Sige.
What I didn't like was the story mode. Doon siya
Yun
medyo
na.
kasi the story mode has like
Yeah.
everything like sa background and everything is very heavy.
And that's what you were talking about. Yung naging HD na siya. Like
Yeah.
if it's a cutscene,
Mhm.
it becomes super HD that it really requires a lot.
Right. Hindi siya game, ano, diba? Hindi siya game footage yung ano, yung
That's-
yung right.
But
right.
to be fair, this is because the Asus VivoBook was optimized for work.
Mhm.
So it has 32 hours of battery life,
Mm.
storage, Copilot, integration, stuff like that. But it's not a gaming PC. So wala siyang dedicated actually na GPU. It has Intel Arc graphics. So but that's mostly for video editing, something like
I
that.
like
Pero
this.
like
Meron kang disclaimer. That's nice.
so yeah.
Kasi in the
Attended-
fighting game community, lagi mo sinasabi yan muna eh. So pag natalo ka, okay sir, I have a
But also,
ready
yeah,
ka sa specs mo, di ba?
tama yan. Disclaimer na muna. But yeah,
Alam
kasi
niyo na, pag nakalaban niya si Coach Abby. Tapos pag nanalo ka, I'm sorry, my specs are this and this.
By the way, okay, wait lang. Before ko sabihin yung ikukwento ko, shout out muna kay Elaine Forriego. Okay, shout out to you. And welcome to the live stream.
Welcome.
So, speaking of games, during the Nexus Academia, thank you again for Tier 1 Entertainment
right.
for inviting
My
us
goodness.
to be part of that amazing event. And also shout out to Direct Colleagues kasi isa din siya sa mga
yeah,
nag-oversee
siya nag-prod ng mga show
Mm.
matches
ng mga
and stuff. Direct.
bagay-bagay. nagpalaro kami sa Nexus. And
Ooh.
we'll be putting out the video soon kasi nagbigay kami ng 1,000 pesos challenge. Kung matatalo nyo si Coach Pika sa Tekken. And amazingly, pinadapa ni Coach Pika. Halos lima ba? Five
Five.
players
Grabe
from...
naman, coach!
Yeah.
Salanan niya yan.
Grabe.
Salanan niya yan.
Oo, tapos only to find out na hindi pala siya kasama sa premyo. Hindi pala contest. Challenge lang para sa mga iba.
May fine print doon eh. May fine print for
This
Red
is not
dun eh.
part of the...
It was not, dude. I was not part of the bounty at all. It's crazy because Red said that, oh, I'm putting up $1,000, right? I'm putting up 1K for whoever beats Pika, right? So ganyan. Tapos, syempre, ako sabi ko, oh, if it means that, does that mean that if I do not
He gets the
lose,
prize.
yeah, I get to keep the grand, right? Because I mean, by testament, that's what it's supposed to be. It's a
Yeah.
bounty, a floating bounty. Apparently, it's not floating. It's only a challenger.
Oh, yeah.
Akala mo
It's
lang
only for
meron.
challenge.
Guessed it.
Ah,
No.
sabi ko, oh, Red, paano ba yan? Well, okay na. Tara na, pang samgyup.
Samyup ko.
Like, what? No, if anybody beats you, yun yung condition niya. Parang yung sa Spider-Man 1. Nalala mo yun? Yung kay Peter Parker. With the ad said 200.
Yeah.
Yun yun. I missed the part where that's my
I
problem.
missed the part where that's my problem.
End boss ka. You're an end boss. Yun yun.
Nalala sa katwiran niya. Yun nga,
Ganun siya ka-confident.
yun yung katwiran pa ni Red. Alam mo ba, kaya sabi ni Red, no, dapat masaya ka. Ganyan ako confident na hindi ka matatalo.
Pero bakit hindi 10K? Sige nga.
ang daming humamon. In
Yes, actually, I'll be
fairness,
honest. I was
Yeah.
surprised for a non-second event.
Isa na rin si CPM.
CPM hindi kumurap the whole time.
CPM.
Oh, was that him? Was he the
Ah,
Yoshimitsu?
Mango Bravo. He's a second player.
Dude, I was
Yeah,
scared.
Mango Bravo. Si Mango Bravo.
I was so scared because the guy was not breathing though. Like he
Right.
was so locked, dude.
He removed his glasses pa nga. Ganun siya.
Second player, man. So, you beat him. Wow.
He was so sweaty. He didn't talk to me until it was over.
Shout out to
Performance
you.
level. Performance level. Hmm.
Yeah.
Wait.
That's
Were you beaten at all? Or
No.
it ended with you not undefeated?
No,
defeated.
wala.
So, I'd like to say, safe po ang 1 kyaw ni Red Queen na sa kanya pa rin.
Next time, 10 na.
Mhm. Alam niyo po pa
Confident,
nagpa-challenge siya. Ibig sabihin sobrang confident siya sa odds.
Yung pala yun, you never bet against the house.
yeah.
Hala, ganun. But yeah, back
Pero
to the
para
next.
sa Nexus, no? Kasi that's like a college thing, di ba? Related and also
So many
in college,
booths.
college students, yeah. So
Ang
that was
dami,
a good
nagulat ako. It wasn't just tier 1 who had the second booth. There were so many.
Yeah. I think they have other, like they have an alley for Studio Ghibli fans. It was a really good thing na parang I feel like in a way it's a good thing na I cannot relate so much. Like I felt like an ate in the crowd because I wasn't really the crowd anyway. So ibig sabihin, kasi kung parang ramdam na like I would say like Geek Pop Alpha was my crowd.
Ah, yeah.
MTG on one side, board games, and you have
Pokemon and
retro
all that,
games.
Beyblade.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was ito at home tayo dito.
Yeah.
Pero yung academia, I felt like it was a younger
That's true.
generation, younger crowd.
which is the point of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's the difference between academia and what I would say Blackout last year. But
Yeah,
Blackout was like a little more nasa
Eh, I mean, yeah,
average.
there's a lot, right? I mean, a lot of stuff happened there. Even music.
Yeah.
It's a Nexus Academia, like the performers, right?
There were performers.
I think they performed din, no? Mga Amplify friends natin today. During
yeah,
Nexus.
si
Is it
Mema.
Mema?
Mema, yeah. First time ko siya napanood mag-perform actually with the band. And they were really good. And yeah,
Mm.
galing ni Mema. Shout out to Mema. And ayun nga, si Direk Colix, isa sa mga
Yes.
production ng Nexus Academia. Kita mo yan, representing Nerd Herd.
Right?
Direct colleagues sa kala.
Represent.
Touchable.
Okay.
Oo.
And speaking of more games, okay, here we go. So this is the first time that I've worked with Damien. Matagal na kami nag-uusap na, we should partner up, we should cast the game, blah, blah, blah. So natupad na siya
There it
this
is.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, natupad na siya this year, which is of course, nakasama namin siya doon sa AAP
Sinama niya
National... Sinama niya tayo. National
Yeah.
Championship Esports presented by Power
Naalala mo pa yung intro?
Dominado
Motorsports
e-motorsports.
Rally.
Rally.
Oh, shout out to Boss
Rally.
Keanu, by the way.
Yeah.
Ang venue namin was sa Corsa.
Sa pit,
Ilang
yeah.
kaya mo pa bang i-mention yung sponsors?
Oh, Corsa Pit Cafe.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Outspace.
Outspace.
Outspace. Oo. Si
Damian
Director
Wolf.
Glenn. The casters. Yun lang yung naalala mo. D4
Premiere.
Graphics.
Premiere.
Stregawo. Ayan. Naalala ko.
Wow. Daming ganap dun
It was a 3 hour plus.
Aha.
Yeah, it was an
thing.
endurance race kasi. So drivers had to swap. The cool thing about it was that we had talent when they swapped Like, so, for example, nag-planking sila. And then the funny was yung nag-interview si Auntie ng yung mga nagkaroon ng brain freeze kasi some part of the challenge is they had to eat pesto chicken, tapos drink cold strawberry matcha, and then hot chocolate.
Whoa.
Masarap
Pero
siya, pero may nadali mo kasi.
Sinamali mo, you're pressured, di ba? So there was this one guy na hirap siya sa hot chocolate kasi, di ba, nakapaso and everything.
Okay.
Kiko,
Francis Gonzalez was his name, yeah.
Yeah, Francis Gonzalez.
Francis Gonzalez. Si Kim
Kim Canosa.
and Luis Moreno, who, by the way, already 13 years in sim racing
And they won.
now based on Singapore because of yung sa part siya ng Legions of Racer.
Legion of
Everyone, they won the
They
race.
won.
International esports team.
No, they won the round one.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Yung
They
event,
won
yung-
round one.
yung
LOR.
So it's a circuit. It's a circuit?
Mhm, mhm.
Brands Hatch. It was a circuit in UK. Yeah, that was a track.
Mm. And the
So-
next one's gonna be Batangas Racing Circuit.
July. Online pa, diba? July muna for the
This time's
round.
gonna be no. This is the second round of the online challenges.
Online.
Online.
Where
But-
we do Formula 4, Rally, saka GT3. Yun,
Mhm.
yun.
Honestly, I'm very excited with this community.
Mm.
It's really thriving and we have a lot of talented
Okay.
and highly skilled drivers. So, has a great potential here in PH. Hopefully, it will grow. And I'm very excited to be part of it.
I'm thinking of flashing back a little bit. I remember we talked about this
Yes.
during one of our major leagues here. Me and Red were just starting off in commentary. She said that, one thing that's missing, we don't have an actual league
Mm.
for Moto Sim,
motorsport, okay.
right? Diba? So that's cool.
But then again,
Ayun ito na.
Dominado Motorsports.
Years later.
Dominado
Yeah.
Motorsports Rally. So
Love
following you guys so you could be informed and updated. And also, what's really good about the community is hindi siya yung gatekeep tas nambabraso at daming. Alam mo, hindi siya yung
Uh-huh.
parang snobbish type
Yeah.
of community.
Like close.
Because you could join if you are a controller player, keyboard player ka.
Yeah, the controller player among the rigs. Oh.
A rig, yeah.
So,
And-
wala siyang walang pili. So you could just join.
So one cool story, on the last online round. So may mga pros yan, Luis Moreno, diba, and all of that. Dude, do you know who beat them? It's a 12-year-old
Oh, man.
who
Okay.
had a broken left arm. So he was driving one-handed. And he beat these pros na, based on no, shout out of course to Luis, my friend. But yeah, he was on camera. Kita mo, nakakast yung, yung kamay niya left hand. And he was driving with one hand with these pros, diba?
My goodness.
Using a Formula 4 car. So your reaction, diba?
Oh, my gosh.
12-year-old kid. That's Alan Cruz. Shout out to you.
That's talent.
Congrats.
So while these guys were doing the swap, the challenge, there was one guy who had a unfortunate event. That was Matthew Ang of what was his team again? Dragon
Motorsports.
Dragon Motorsport. So while he was planking, na-misheard niya. Kasi
na-miss
may
niya.
time You have to do the planking within a
One
span of 1 minute.
Mhm.
So, nagka-countdown like 5, 4, 3, 2. Hindi niya nadinig. And he stood up.
When he heard 5, he thought,
Hindi pa
stop.
tapos yung timer. He stood up. So, kailangan niyang umulit ulit. They
The
needed to
entire
go...
track?
No,
No,
they
1
needed to
minute
go
again.
One
again.
more plank, the
So,
plank,
I- isa yun sa mga interesting kasi nag-iba yung pacing ng game for them.
Just because of that, no? Misheard the
But he's,
countdown?
he's such a huge diba, talent in the
Yes.
community. So, pero ang maganda
Rising
kasi,
star.
ang maganda kasi with this particular type of endurance race is the challenges are fun and it binds people together. It's not so much like parang cutthroat competition. Siguro mas intense if it's a 1v1 type of situation.
Right.
Still competitive, mind you. It's still competitive. Pero,
Still competitive, yeah, but it's may fun element na you can get to laugh about it later on. But of course, yung fire mo nandun ka pa rin sa, I misheard. Ganun siya eh. Yung
Yeah,
initial reaction
I
niya.
was
But,
really pissed during that time. As in,
I mean,
like,
parang the
up to a
usual.
point like he
Passionate?
really punched the floor. Kasi syempre, I mean, like, it yung nangyari na yun, it's gonna put them behind a little bit.
As
right.
yes, the captain. Diba?
The gap was a minute, which is exactly the second plank that he did. So around that.
Wow.
But, he's gonna bounce back. He's also a pro.
Yeah.
And, shout out to Matthew. He's he's gonna bounce back. He's a very aggressive driver. Want to give a shout out to John Paul Mancilia. He's also from the racing community. Sir Damien, gonna
Your
shout-
name.
hashtag what's your excuse in round 2? Kasi nga si Alan Cruz, diba? 12-year-old one-handed.
Yeah.
Hashtag what's your excuse? Yun ang hashtag namin. So you can join, guys. One thing lang about the racing community, shout out to AAP, Automobile Association of the Philippines, because they sponsor the events. So right now, in order to compete online, you have to go through, so official, no? You need to get a racing license from AAP. But this
Wow.
racing license
Wow.
is good for you to do both real life and online racing. So yeah, shout out to AAP for making things official and syempre may officiating, diba? And yeah, yun. That's pretty cool, diba? Hindi lang siya bara-bara.
And
Legit.
hindi kasi the skills is
Identical yan eh.
translatable
Mm.
in real life. Hindi katulad sa Uzi sa House of the Dead. Kasi pag ng kamay niya, hindi siya
You can't, it won't
Promise,
reload.
Hindi siya reload. Pero yan nga, it was a really fun experience, especially for me siguro. Kasi I was really pressured. Kasi hindi naman talaga ako nag-on-site casting. Like, some other people don't even know that I do casting. Kasi nagka-casting lang kami usually pag corporate events. Tapos, it's usually like the games
The
that
hostings
I play so much so I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
analyze things. Like, if it's ML, if it's Valorant, like, I know it end-to-end. So ganun siya. But nung dun nga sa course sa Pit Stop Cafe, pagpasok pala, like, parang, patakbo na sa akin yung use yourself eh. Palms are sweaty na kasi. but yeah, shout out to Damien for making us feel
Did
that hope.
great. Both of you did great. Coach Abby did great. As it was smooth, diba? And until now, I still get people saying, "Hey, okay yung casting nyo with Coach Abby and Andy. Ang ganda ng casting nyo. So cool. And to be honest, Ren, diba, you ladies are the first female casters for the sim racing community. So
Wow,
gotta-
yeah, that's
The power.
But also, ang funny lang kasi 'di ba, nagsaswap yung drivers. Nagsaswap din kami.
Nagsaswap din.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dalawa lang yung mic
Dalawa
during
yung
that
mic.
time. But we will
Oh,
be
yeah.
more prepared.
But also, I think
Next
it did well. Kasi para kami nag-on-site practice ng synergy.
gets.
Like parang iba yung flavor pag it's the two of them.
Yeah,
Like, all the
yeah.
permutations and stuff. But also, because it's a 3-hour single race talaga na tuloy-tuloy, may time kami to pause, may time
Yeah.
kami to talk to the
Oh, I'm
drivers,
sure.
to talk to the team. So parang, ewan ko, it was really a really good experience.
I'm a caster slash courtside reporter.
Yes, courtside reporter na to si Andy.
Interview nga you said, right? There were interviews that happened.
He did
so-
the interviews. But the interviews really were, guys, chat and crowd requested yon. It wasn't part of our program and everything. Let's start lang yun with one request from the crowd. So Andy did that. And then finally, request nito, interview na to. And that became a really big part of the experience for everybody, actually. So that was pretty
And
cool.
shout out din sa Altspace group
Yeah.
sa prod. Kasi nga,
Kay
Ano,
Direct Glenn.
it was actually parang, sige, paano natin pull off to? So wireless DJI mic, DJI mobile,
Yeah.
tapos phone. Yun yung pinang-iikot.
On the
Okay.
spot, inayos yun. Right.
Like, parang they did that. Tapos inisip ko pa nga parang, you wanna switch kami ng mic to the Rode Wireless para dalawang mic.
Yeah.
Tapos parang, papalitan pa natin yung rig. Sige, wag na, okay na yan. So hawak na lang ni Andy yung
But
mic.
it worked.
But it worked. And it's so good kasi na-showcase din yung cafe. kasi nga,
Yeah.
umiikot.
Umikot, right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Everything went making lemonade out of lemons kumbaga, from our nerds here, the nerds.
But if we're gonna be really honest, ako talaga I was really anxious kasi kumbaga parang I've always been a car girl, but I've never done commentary talaga for racing. I mean, I watch racing,
But
F1,
never spoke about it.
Yeah, so when Damien actually called me and offered it to me, sabi ko, oh no. Sabi ko, I'm really excited. I like it. Like, if magta-transition ako ulit to another game, I think racing, I would love it. Kaya lang, I'm so scared kasi I mean, the crowd, syempre yung fan, yung community would be very particular sa mga terms that you'll use. Kasi in any game naman that we cast ako, and this is something that PK and I agree to, na in order for you to really effectively cast a game or do the commentary for a game, you
gotta
really
play
need to play it, diba?
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
yeah, that whole experience for me sa Corsa, and especially I've already had an experience playing sa Monza Barcade in Pasig, nag-racing ako ulit, and I really got into it kasi nung in-offer talaga yun, sabi ko, excited ako, I really do the commentary. So, overall experience, that's one for the books for me.
Yeah.
Liberating.
Mag-install na siya ng...
Yes, I will race. Actually, may meeting na nga ako. Am I going to be a caster or am I going to be a racer?
Wow! May ganun na.
Yan na.
Pwede bang casting habang
Oh, no.
nag-racing?
Courtside race porter.
Race-
Diba?
Lance Benediculo. Oh, this is Sidestep Lance. Hi, sir. Shout out. Shout out.
Another
Shout
FG
out
guy.
from the Tekken community, yeah. From, Street Fighter then, from the fighting game community. Right.
Wait, may na ano naman ako. May natisod ako na comment. Ito, sorry, mag-share ako real quick before I gap
Go.
this. So during the weekend, balik ako sa offlines. I went for my offline coaching during last Saturday. So the play spot that I shared last time, Kumba Gaming Lounge, all over at Molino. Tinatanong kailan daw ako babalik. I don't know yet, but we will figure that out, especially if I have students in the area. So yun, and you know, it's funny because you mentioned a while ago all paraphernalias or like all equipment are welcome, you know, in the sim racing community. Keyboard man yan, controller, right, your rig. Ganun din. In gaming lounges, may mga na-anxious kasi dyan eh. Oh, paano yan? I don't have a fight stick.
Yeah.
I don't have a fight stick. I only have like a leverless. I have a controller. No, just go. Just go. It's definitely gonna work. Adapter lang katapat niyan. So
Yun lang, right.
So if you want to fight stick, shout out sa 1DIY.
Wow. Right. I actually use the keyboard. I play Street Fighter on the keyboard.
there we go. There.
I use the keyboard. Kaya before, when I was playing King of Fighters, parang ginagawa nila excuse yun. Parang, natalo mo ako na, parang pag natalo siya na, yun nga yung sinabi ko kay Abby kanina. Yung if you lose, I'm on the keyboard. If I win, I'm on the keyboard. Diba? Parang ganun.
Good checkmate.
Because, let's talk about this now. I think it's also a good topic. The rise of emulators. So before, you need to play you need to have your console playing. But
Yes.
right ng emulators, you're able to play your retro games, di ba? Castlevania, and everything. And doon ako nasanay actually. That's why I'm using a keyboard because of the emulator.
Yeah. Actually, sa emulator ako before nakatapos ng lahat ng Pokemon.
Oh, wow.
Kasi
Red and blue.
you can speed it up. May speed siya sa frames. May hack siya sa frames. So when
Right.
you're walking, it's like you're biking na. So sobrang bilis ka lang. Again, as someone who sneaks out to seeing it yung playtime ko from study time, I have to find ways to
Ano ka video?
I have to find no, hindi ako video.
We're not
Hindi po ako-
sponsored in the video.
Oh, no,
Hi,
absolutely not.
East West.
We only say the motto, but we're not sponsored.
Okay. So, yun na parang, yun nga, again, iba-iba kasi yung situation eh. Every situation is different. Like, parang may mga context yan, tsaka may mga kwento-kwento yan. Ako, honestly, hirap talaga ako sa controller kasi I never owned a console.
Oh,
Kasi sobrang bawal sa bahay. Like, parang, may kuya ako sa school na parang ibibigay niya na yung Game Boy niya. Tapos parang, isoli mo yan, hindi pwede kasi mag-aaral ka and stuff like that.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
so I'm the type of gamer who stretches the token. Na parang syempre pag may token ka pag nasa mall, parang kung kunyari ganyan lang yung budget mo, like parang ano yung games na pinakamahaba. So
Yeah.
so natatapos ka alam, ang katabi lagi ng Tekken 5 sa Tom's Road tsaka sa Quantum, yung NBA.
Yeah, I
Yung-
think, yeah.
Yung NBA na parang 2 players lang
Yeah.
yata or ganun. Yun talaga, yung isang token mo, end to end, kaya
Sa
ko tapusin yun.
Quantum, dati,
So, yung ganun siya.
ang
this is
katabi
run
ng
and gun
Tekken,
yata.
yung pala,
Run and-
Tapos
Quantum,
naka-save state.
quantum ba? Quantum save state. Quantum ba to sa SM Annex? Ano? Coach?
Yeah,
You
SM
remember?
North.
Yeah, SM
SM
North.
North.
Naging
Ah,
rin yan for a while.
Yung Quantum sa SM South Mall, yun, ang katabi nun yung palaka. Yung machine ng palaka tsaka ng fish.
Palaka. Yung ano?
Yung
Yung pang farm ng
sugal
token.
na bata.
Yeah, yun. Yun ang katabi nun.
By the way, hindi po kami nag-person ng kahit anong betting site.
Absolutely not. This is tokens we're talking
We're not,
about.
we're
Yeah.
not.
Yung
I have
pang
a
farm ng token di ba?
Sorry,
I have a
card.
funny story sa Quantum. Sorry. I have a funny story sa Quantum, no? As you guys know, I used to play Initial D, di ba? And sa Initial D, we used to have this the cards, di ba? Syempre. I'm not gonna mention anyone's name or anything or whatever, but somehow one of my associates was able to get a key dun sa Quantum. So, well, you know what happened next, di ba? 99 bar, 99 credits. But yeah, that was a funny story. It was a funny story.
Dark days.
Those were-
Pero meron akong kwento rin dyan. Kasi yung
oh my God, Coach Ab.
No,
Yan
no,
na,
yeah.
guys.
Uh-oh.
Skeletons in the closet.
dito confession kasi okay lang.
It's fact.
Yung uncle ko siya or pinsan ko siya. Basta manager siya dun sa may initial D din sa hindi, Quantum din pero sa SM Fairview.
Okay.
So
Man.
so since yung parang nung namukhaan niya kami, yung sister ko naglalaro, sabi niya, "Oh, ito na yung pamasko ko sa inyo ah." yung inopen niya yung
yung machine.
lagyan ng token, yan. Tapos ganun lang yung, diba, kiniklik lang yan. Tak, tak, tak,
Yeah.
Ay, sabi ko sa dami namin bagong cards eh. Saya-saya. Well,
Oh no.
kasi initial D,
Yeah.
talaga, ang flexible, ilalabas mo yung card mo
It's
eh. Ganyan
expensive
yung stock
too.
ng cards mo.
Oh, no.
Usually
10
tokens.
eh.
Yeah.
Per
I
card.
think you need 15 tokens per card. So, yun nga yun to get it. So what we used to do, kasi naubusan yan eh. Naubusan yan. But if you had your old card and it's expired na, pwede mo siyang, pag nilagay mo sa machine, it will rewrite everything. So yun yung namin, workaround namin. Ang dami namin ginagawang initially community to be
Ayan
able
na.
to play and and compete. So yeah.
Tsaka dapat maraming stars. Ibig sabihin, head to head.
Yeah.
This is version
Yeah.
3. Oh my God, stars talaga. Version 3 to Code Abby, naalala ko. That's cool, no?
Oo.
Sabi ni Lance pala, no? I'm decent at Mario Kart. Is it somewhat transferable to race simulators if I want to try hard? Wala kaming banana sa
No comment, Lance.
Turtle shells.
No comment.
I don't know if there's turtle shells in Assetto Corsa. But definitely you can steer and drift, di ba? I don't know.
Sports dahil pag pagod na mag-Tekken yung mga yan, Mario Kart ang libangan ng mga
True.
PS5 players. Kaya siguro
really?
nagtanong ng Pwede.
Very, very frequent ang Mario Karting dito.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seryoso. Dito.
It's
Oh.
it's a serious thing, by the
Mas
way.
career pa sila dyan kaysa sa Tekken.
Literally kagabi.
Ah,
Inabot kami
really?
ng 1:30. Oo.
Mario Kart? Wait.
Tanong
Di
mo
ba sa
kay
Twitter ba yan? O ano?
No, oh my God. Medyo hindi ko nga alam kung bakit. Pero like,
inumaga.
parang feeling ko na nerf ako. Nerf ako ngayon eh sa Mario Kart. Or kasi ilang years din naman. To be fair, you
Yeah.
know, I've never played the game again. I haven't played the game
In a
for
long
mga
time.
years. So,
Yeah.
years na rin talaga. So when I started playing it again,
Nerfed.
parang feeling ko na nerf talaga ako. Like, I forgot about the boost, the drift boost, and
Ah.
then mga tricks pa doon inside the game. So, relearn ko lang. Nag-crash course ako. Thank you to my
Pero-
sister, by the way.
Pero si Lance ba nagtanong na transferable yung skills?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Reverse.
So-
Kasi ako, since nga wala akong console ever, so just to say, hindi ako marunong, but because of like the cornering and braking and stuff, kaya natatalo ko si Red King. Kaya wala ko idea kung ano yung drift boost na yun. Alam ko lang ang bato
Wow.
ng
IRL versus
Yeah, but yun, cornering and proper braking distance. Importante siya.
Wow, I love these. Wow, straight from ano to, ah.
Sana.
From the National Esports Championship. These terms, Coach Abby, very good.
Wala lang slipstream. Wala lang
for ako for any drift game, ang pinaka na enjoy ko talaga na drifting sa laro would be Need for Speed.
Yes.
Need for Speed.
Yes.
Pero mountain something na wanted yata yung Need for Speed.
Most wanted,
Yeah.
Kasi
You can
dun-
go doon sa mga mountain.
Yung huli ko nilaro na Need for Speed. It's most wanted talaga.
Kasi di ba may gold yun? Like parang pag slipstream ka na matagal, may gold.
Yeah, may mga points. Oh.
Yeah.
Mountains lang. Irohazaka kami ni Damien Wolf.
Hey.
Wow!
Initial D.
Wait, 70 Lancer. Legit, Initial D is like one of the few race sim games I want to be good at. Saw two people like money match. That was the first time I saw high-level race sim. Did you know yung mga pustahan namin before sa Initial D? Well, kind of.
Spill,
Oh no,
spill.
money talk.
Spill.
So there was one race, Civic, yung ano niya, yung pustahan. There was, okay, I'm not gonna say the others, medyo iba na. Pero, di ba, abot na ng Civic, di ba? So, right. But, in a positive light, no? Tama yung sinabi ni Coach Abby, transferable skills. So, dyan din ako kind of nakilala, I guess, with Initial D. That's why Rambo knows my stories, Initial D.
Mhm.
And, I had the experience of becoming a real-life racing instructor. It started with the games. So merong kasabihan yung community ng sim racing, from gamer to racer. So that's how I started with me Initial D. I was a bystander. Pustahan dyan. Sabi ko, one of these days, you're gonna know me. And I put in the work. I grinded hard. I found mentors. And finally, I got records, no? Una sa Asia lang. And then finally, I got world records. So yun, there was a world record. And then there was a time na we had grabing age natin. Forums pa nun dati, mga forums.
Yeah, forums.
Words, no. And then there was this one guy, they was saying, hey, sino yung fast dito? Ganito, yan. So sa Philippines, sino lang yung fast? So may nagsabi, si Wolf lang yung fast. So that was my name, di ba? Wolf. So na-offend ako. Sabi ko, ang dami magaling dito. So I got my team. I taught them the map. Sabi ko, your mission is to get all world record. And they got the world record. So we retired undefeated dyan and got the yeah. So that was and then after nun, all of us transitioned to real life racing. Marami sa amin naging instructor, we modified our cars and everything. We still go back to sim racing, syempre.
Naging Fast and Furious.
So from gamer to racer.
Yeah.
To gamer again.
So kung karter ka, as in Super Mario Kart, add to cart na kasi nandiyan yung Nintendo Switch.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
add the cart na.
Switch 2 is, medyo mahirap pa to get your hands on it. Pero there's quite a few hiccups pa. Pero something we could discuss maybe further down the line. But may nirelease na graphic ngayon, ang Krispy Kreme.
Oh, wow. Yummy.
I don't know if you
Ito ba
saw
yung
it.
you have to catch it?
Mm.
You have to catch them all?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
kasi
a tease already.
meron silang
That's a
tease na graphics. And I think yung first two na nilabas na is Pikachu and Squirtle.
Because why not?
Why not? And because of that, because of that, next week will be a very special episode.
Abot ako.
Pika
I
Lozano.
Wait, sige. Teaser yan. Right.
For next week, guys, it will be a special episode of the weekly recap. So we're gonna talk about Pokemons. If you have any Pokemon in mind that you would want us to tackle, just type it down there in the comment section. Or
Or catch
might
them all.
as well send us a message. Kung meron kayong mga favorite Pokemons, bakit nyo siya favorite na Pokemon? Why
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
think this specific Pokemon is better than the rest of all Pokemons? Mga ganung talks, and we'll definitely bring it up during the live next week.
We'll read your
Right.
comments and of course, share your Pokemon stories with us. I'm pretty sure we all have some, right?
Sabi ni Red Queen, we will tackle it. Sabi ko,
I
Red
know.
Queen, you tackle
I
it.
was Nandiyo na ako naisip eh. Are you sure
Yung ginamit
you
ko.
don't want to vine whip?
Stomach use growl.
Wow. Okay.
This-
Okay.
Speaking of arcade stuff, hello Dominic Narcellas. Heard of House of the Dead 2? It's making a return in August. Yes, I did. Wow. So yeah, we boomeranged back a little bit to House of the Dead. Yes, they're making they have a remake of the second one. Nakita ko na yung first remake. Now they're making one that's really the two, and they're releasing it in August. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Sana okay siya.
Wait, so yun yung
Pero-
thought gani, ano, no? Sorry. Yes, go ahead, Andy.
Totga ni Pika.
Ayun yung thought ganit
Yes.
I was just gonna say that na if you guys don't want to miss out on anything, don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. And Nerd Herd, you guys are already watching Nerd Herd. Don't forget to follow us, give us a like, and if you want to see our own individual updates, you can also follow us on our own social media platforms. At Redkin Andy, this is Coach Abby, Pika Lozano, and Damian Wolf.
Ngayon na, do it.
Do it now.
Now. Pero I was saying, yun yung thought gani, ano, I wanted to find out sa Abby and Andy, what are your games? Like
Oh
if there
my
was,
God.
kayo nagtanong kanina, so now going back to you, what's your thought your game?
Right.
Well, siguro hindi ako lalayo. I think Initial D. Pero I love version 2. As in yung green cards pa. So, yun yung
Wow.
yun yung sinonset ng Maximum Tune. Kasi umabot siya sa point na I would feel sad kapag yung mga arcade wala na siyang Initial D. Kasi kasi nga to give way to kasi ang grabe talaga yung impact ng Maximum Tune.
Right.
Parang all na sila na puro
Kasi with Maximum Tune, pwede kayo mag-4, 'di ba? Pwede kayo
Yes.
But initially kasi one-on-one kayo. Or minsan may machine ka lang talaga, so you can't even battle. Pero ang Wangan, there's never a Wangan machine na isa lang. There's always never lima.
Pero kasi ang thing lang din dun, medyo kasi I'm not a huge fan of yung the neon stuff and everything. Mas subtle kasi yung graphics ni Initial D.
Initial D, yeah.
So parang ako mas gusto ko na yun yung feel niya. Or else I would just shift to a different parang
It's different That's two different platforms. Ang Wangan is more highway racing. Diba?
Yeah,
Which we're not condoning, by the way.
Right.
We're not condoning. Pero sa in the Wangan, diba, area, yun in Japan. Meanwhile, initially, it's more toge racing, yung mountain pass racing. Ganun. So
Yes.
it's two different, I mean, it's still racing, pero it's very, very different in terms of yung mga rules and whatever. Yun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yun siguro yung Totga ko in a way. Kasi I remember when I was really sad when I was looking at my stack of cards. Kasi wala nang machine eh. Kasi
Yes.
nung time na yun, rin. Nakakatawa yung kwento. The reason why nasad ako, nagkaroon ako ng gap year because nung super addict ako sa Initial D, after nung nag-seminary kasi ako. So
Ooh.
literally, I was locked up in somewhere in Karuhatan. So naka-dorm kami and everything. Hindi kami lumalabas ng dorm for a year and a half. Tapos when I got out, dun
That's
na
the
yung
first thing you
rare
looked
na,
for?
yeah, rare na yung machine. So parang naano siya, yung while I was, para ako na snap ni Thanos. Tapos
Yeah.
pagbalik ko, like parang,
Then ano ka, na Walking Dead
gano'n siya.
Na Walking
So,
Dead ka, na Rick Grimes.
Oo, so kaya literal na parang Totga yung feeling. Kasi
Right.
parang wala akong hindi ko na-expect na ganun yung mayari.
Yeah.
The same thing with Dance Maniacs. Like, parang I really love the machine. Tapos all of a sudden,
It's gone.
nawala na siya. Ganun. Tapos wala namang pumalit na game. Unlike kasi ng Drum Freaks, Percussion Freaks, or yung mga ganun. Napapalit lang ng yung songs. But the action machine
It's
is always there. So yun yung sa akin. I would say Dance Maniacs tsaka Initial D.
Okay, for me, Totga game. I don't know if you guys played Fight Night 3, the one when
Yes,
they
EA.
featured
Console.
Pacquiao.
yeah, EA.
Yeah.
EA
That's
Sports.
my Totga. Kasi hindi naman siya nagbubuta ako ng bangko, magaling ako doon. Yeah.
It's basically boxing sim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boxing sim.
It's a boxing sim.
It's a really good game. I played then. Tinapos ko rin yun.
Oh.
And-
Nahirap ako doon sa last dun sa story. Yung Russian
Alin?
na boxer. Tapos di ba may chance ka pa to save in the middle.
Yeah.
Yun.
Yeah, it was hard. Ang
I like that.
favorite ko doon is I play with the weight, how do you say, yung weight, yung title weight nila.
Yeah, weight class.
Weight class. So, yon minsan yung lightweight, pinaglalaban ko sa heavyweight,
Yeah.
welterweight. No, kasi that's really how you practice it. Dun sa game na yon. Kasi di ba pag
kasi
heavyweight
speed.
versus the lightweight, talo ka.
Versus
They,
strength.
heavyweights may
Syempre,
be sluggish.
but they have
Maybe
searching
sluggish, but
power.
they have power. punch, you can actually be taken
Oh.
down. So, kung lightweight yung player mo, and then you can actually practice, like dodge. Ang pinaka doon sa game na yun would be yung movements mo. Ako,
Yeah.
very effective for me. That game, kaya ako siya gusto. Very effective yung joystick control niya sa akin for
The
PS.
analog.
Yung analog, yeah. Yung galaw niya is very accurate. Hindi ko na nagustuhan yung sumunod doon sa 5-9 kasi parang feeling ko medyo
Round 3 tong favorite mo.
yung basta yung si Pacquiao yung naka-feature sa
I cannot
cover.
remember that anymore. But I know what she's talking about.
Round 3, Fight Night round 3.
Yeah.
Did you ever customize your character there? Like,
Oh yeah, I
like
did.
Knowing Red, she would. Like,
I did.
So,
ang
gusto mo yung
lagi kong problem is yung stamina and endurance.
stamina.
Yeah.
Like, yun yung nahihirapan ako talaga i-mix, i-balance. Pero like when it comes to like yung movement, yung suntok, yung punching power, and the haymaker,
Of course.
all
That's
covered
very
yun.
red, though.
Yes.
Na endurance yung problema. Tignan niyo sa Dance
Kasi
Dance,
bibigay niya
sa
lahat.
Dance
eh.
Dance Revolution.
Eh,
Yung endurance din ang problema niya.
hindi naman na ER nun, ha? For fight.
I can relate to Ronda Rousey now. We're going there.
Wow.
Ronda
are.
Rousey when she actually went up against Holly Holmes.
Yes, si Holly Holmes.
Kasi si Ronda Rousey, ang technique naman niya, ever since talagang first round, you're dead. You're
All
dead.
in.
Oo. Humaba kay Holly
Yeah.
Holmes.
True.
Ano siya, na Rondo Patroller.
Yes. Wait, what?
Inikutan niya siya.
Shoutouts to Chino. Hi, Chino. Pogi ni Sir. Wala akong pera.
Wow!
No money.
Kaya pala shoutout.
Wala akong pera.
Alam niyo na para shoutout kayo.
Ayun.
Priority kayo.
Alam niyo na yan. Parang saan? Parang queuing sa ano to sa bar. Pag live band.
Like,
Yung tissue na may
Request.
yung sisig po sa table 7,
Ayan.
pamalo up.
I'm kidding, but hello, Chino. Good evening. Pero yun, sorry, yeah. That's our thought gag games. Siguro kung may
Same
dadagdag
yan.
ako. Yeah, ito, last one before I give it back to
Ikaw muna,
David.
yeah.
Sinabi kanina ni Red, yung Blood Mirror.
Oo.
I love that
Talaga.
game.
Idadagdag ko
Actually,
yun.
nandun siya sa...
I love it talaga. Oo.
Inaano nila sa Tito Steve eh. Alam ko.
4, I hope. Because 4th was the last one, and then that's it. What about you?
Can we bring it back?
Please.
Esports. No? My thought, guys, is a very important game. Metal Gear.
Man.
Metal Gear.
I have a funny story with Metal Gear. A stupid story, but funny all the same. Because I really love Metal Gear Solid, the first one in PlayStation 1, no? With Solid. Na I had to get all the conversations, every single conversation, and then I wanted to get the big boss ranking. With big boss ranking, you're not supposed to take any rations, ganon. Pero ang stupid ko, I found out pala the big boss ranking, akala ko, you cannot save. So I finished the entire game without saving. So I had and it had to be on extreme level. So wala kang radar, 'di ba? So I had to memorize every footstep ng kalaban, every map, 'di ba, and everything. Plus yung there was this stage about yung ini-electrocute si Snake, yung torture. And you can die talaga doon and then tapos na yung mo, 'di ba?
Yeah.
But yeah, Metal Gear, kaya siya tawag ka sa akin kasi I love the game so much and I had this insane one time, 'di ba, thing. I played Metal Gear 2. I finished this rent shop. I didn't even have a PlayStation 2. I went to, and then I did also a big boss ranking doon. Pero nung lumabas na yung 3 and above, hindi ko na siya masyado na. So that was my thought. Kasi parang ang ganda ng mga games. That was Big Boss's actually story. That was a prequel sa mga games na nilalaro ko. And they were sayang Metal Gear 2, 3, 4, 5. Hindi ko nalaro. So that's my thought ka. Metal Gear.
Pero I remember the era ng Metal Gear talaga. Ano yun eh. Yun yung usong-uso yung game guides talaga.
Super.
And as again, a kid na walang console, I would read yung mga...
We
I just
had to.
imagine how it goes.
Internet. So there was internet, pero we didn't.
Walang walkthrough noon. Walang walkthrough.
Walang walkthrough.
In the same way na na may tabs.
Yes.
Pero ipiprint mo pa siya. So, unlike ngayon yung mga nag-aaral mag-gitara, they can just watch a YouTube video or sa
Song
TikTok,
hits.
'di ba? Nung pa natin song hits, mali pa yung lyrics.
Pero look, kaya nga, exactly, no, Abby, no? Pero in Metal Gear, actually, if hindi mo alam yung game guide, so there's two things doon. There's one that merong kailangan sa codec na kailangan ma-contact mo si Meryl. But it's in the back of the CD. So, my cousin had a Japanese CD. So, hindi namin alam na ano pala yung gagawin mo. So, for a long time, we had to do that. There was another one. There was this boss named Psycho Mantis. And you know, kasi his thing is that he's supposed to read your mind. And what's cool is that in the game, di ba may memory card ka? Is may memory card, di ba? So in the game, Psycho Mantis reads your memory card. So if you had like NBA, sasabihin niya, oh, so you like basketball. So, he's really reading your mind. Sasabihin
That's our
niya,
primitive AI right there.
parang first time AI, no? So the one thing that you had to beat my Psycho Mantis is you actually had to plug your controller 1 to controller 2 para hindi niya mabasa. Imagine, there's a way to beat him without that. Pero yun yung way to beat him. Ang galing ng thinking ng Metal Gear at that time.
Yeah, definitely.
Did anyone of you play O2 Jam?
Oh,
Yes.
Or
A moment, yes.
Oo.
Oh,
Rhythm
Jam.
It is an understandable rhythm game right there.
Oo. Yun
Ako
yung
for a bit.
siraan ng keyboard.
So, but that's the reason I stopped playing.
Pag sinabi nanay mo, ba't hindi gumagana yung spacebar?
Di, tsaka nitong time na to, Net Cafe days, right? Like,
Yeah.
these were
Yeah.
Net Cafe.
Gunbound. Yan, Gunbound.
Gunbound is making a resurrection. Like,
There's
parang
that.
it's gonna open
I
up
know.
right.
Right.
now. So,
Pero with O2 Jam, Fly Magpie.
kaya,
Nalala ko tuloy. I'm not an RPG guy. But there was a time that there was at nerding out again. Alien versus Predator game. I had to go to Net Cafes for that.
Oo. I saw this. Hindi ko lang siya nalaro. Pero I remember, alam mo yun, nakikitingin ka dun sa
Yeah. Sa katabi ko.
kasi mas Battle Realms.
Right.
Battle Realms. Classic.
Right.
Lord of the Wolves.
How about Bully?
No, I've seen people play. I've never played it.
It's actually a good, to be honest. Para lang din siyang GTA,
Yes.
Kasi
but nasa campus.
Yeah,
yung
yeah.
settings niya.
Like
It's a good one.
it's basically Diary of a Wimpy Kid game.
Pinaka
It is.
violent ko kasi nalaro is Fighting Force from PlayStation 1.
Right.
Kung alam niyo yun, masakit na yung likod niyo.
Even speaking of Def Jam. The very gangster game before, yung Def Jam. I
Yeah.
remember
Def
that.
Jam. Sa yung Wu-Tang Clan. Sa yung Wu-Tang.
I remember yung Carmageddon was banned.
Carmageddon.
You remember this? Carmageddon na game na you had to
Where's that
you
ring a
had to run
bell?
over
I don't
people.
remember much about it.
Whoa.
I
That's the
get
game.
why you got it, why it's banned.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's why they banned it. Kasi
Aggressive.
parang alam mo eh.
Oh, did you play this game where you have to run over people?
it's
Yeah.
violent.
10 points to run over the pack of none.
Iba naman yung Twisted Metal.
Oh, yeah, that's different. That is
Twisted
different.
Metal.
They made that,
OG.
They even made that a series, diba?
Yeah.
But
They did.
So
actually,
iconic.
if you think about it, yung Mad Max Furiosa, Mad Max or Death Race.
Yes.
Death Race na movies.
They're based off of those,
yeah,
right?
if you
Right.
you feel like if you played Twisted Metal, Twisted Metal. Ganun yung feeling.
Did you watch the series ng Twisted Metal?
Oh, I've watched a few episodes, pero hindi ko pa nabubuo. Only because of one reason. Because
Right.
Samoa Joe is there.
Ayoko kasi ng clown, so sorry.
Sorry.
Well, that's the pangalan nun? Sweet Tooth, di ba? Sweet Tooth yung pangalan niya.
yes.
Right.
Samoa Joe.
Pero in fairness, ang dami natin na pag-usapan.
Oh,
Every-
nga. Actually,
supposedly,
rabbit hole sa video game.
Yes.
Nag-rabbit hole tayo ng very, very light. But yeah, going back
That's
to
why
the,
we're here.
Yeah, going back to the Asus thing. Again, they launched S14 and S16 ngayon. But the price is really good. Kasi 40,999 to 50,999 for the higher end Snapdragon na yung processor. So mas responsive siya.
High quality.
And everything. So really vouching for it kasi nga I mean if this model na hindi pa ito yung top of the line or hindi ito yung pinaka newest that they launched today can't pull it off, then solid, di ba?
What more? Yeah.
What more yung mga bago. But I mean Vivo Book naman kasi pang work. But if you want to check out their line, then Asus Gaming is, kaka-launch lang nila 2 weeks ago. So Asus Gaming then, Asus Stuff has
Actually,
a-
you can check out our website, nerdherd.org. We put out lahat ng articles namin doon. And also yung mga lahat ng kaganapan on Facebook and Instagram. That's where we post our reels.
TikTok
Like
also.
mamaya, ipopost ko na yung experience natin and event from Asus.
Mm.
Ayan, so better stay tuned. And again, don't forget to give us a follow, a like, and a share.
Okay. So one more event lang habol natin before wrap up. So literally today we got invited. Thank you Disney Studios Philippines and Ardent Communications for having us over to join the block screening for today. So today ang release ng Elio and I'm so glad kasi the last big thing they have is they had is yung Lilo and Stitch and we know na parang may tendency na parang nostalgia factor. But this time it's an animated movie but it's an entirely different
Umiyak daw si Red.
material. So masasabi ko lang is may gumagano sa tabi ko kanina. So
Sub-sub.
parang,
Yeah.
okay, seryoso na po yung mga bagay. So it's a really good movie. It tackles themes about belonging, and I really like one line there, and I think it will resonate with all of us as nerds. Sabihin na natin outliers tayo for a long time, di ba? Parang it's fun that we're banded together now. We look more cool, strength in numbers, but also before we had that experience, then there's a line when it was told to Elio na you are unique, and sometimes unique feels lonely. So yeah, to all the nerds out there, if you feel like sometimes you kind of don't belong, whether in sa family mo or sa friend group mo, or you feel the need to conform sa school, alam mo yun, na parang hindi kasi ako one of the cool kids
Outcast.
or whatever, hindi yun yung same interest. If there's something like that, what makes you unique makes you beautiful. And I know it feels lonely sometimes, but I hope you find your tribe. Yeah.
Alone
We are your
ba?
tribe. We are your
Being
tribe. We are your
unique
tribe.
sometimes can make you feel alone, but you always remember you are not alone.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like
but
that.
it is
Non-verbatim.
Non-verbatim. Yeah.
But it's a good movie. It's really a good one.
Yeah, since we're on the talk of Nerd Herd stuff, more articles coming your way. Some of them penned by yours.
Exactly.
truly. So yes, I am the typist.
He's the gamer
Slash.
pinakamaraming
He's the
articles.
typerer.
Yes, my goodness, I am the typist.
Yeah.
Artikulo Pika.
I wanted to
there's-
say that kanina na if you wanted to see a lot of articles, dami ring articles. Aside from what Andy said, you're gonna read a lot of the articles. Mga stuff na the Nerd Herd has been to and maybe the future. All some written by Pika. So
Yes, we will do that. And may paparating na, especially sa mga nanood na ng Predator Killer of Killers. I cannot not write about it. I had to write about it. And interviews, by the way. So
Yeah.
meron tayong mga interviews that are definitely gonna get penned. Yung meron kasi iba na kayong mga tamad makinig.
Wow.
But also, yun nga, guys, if you are shy, ayaw nyo muna mag-appear on cam, you can also send in your submissions. We will definitely look into it. And,
Yes.
If
Calling
you
all
want to
nerds.
contribute in whatever way,
Mm-mm.
herd with us. We are your herd.
Yes, join the herd
We do move in herds.
and get heard. Okay?
Right.
So I guess yun muna tayo
For today.
For today.
And for the week.
Grabe, ang dami natin pinag-usapan
Yes.
For the week.
Nagkabit po tayo sa arcade. But I love it.
I love it.
But I'm happy that you guys again stayed with us. Don't forget to share this with friends. Mas maganda yung mga topics natin dito kung mas marami tayo. Kasi
Yes.
we'd love for you guys to join the conversation as
It's
well.
not just about us, guys.
And also, yeah,
But you too.
definitely kami excited kami for next week. So next week is gonna be a sweet episode.
Sweet episode.
Yeah.
Sweet episode.
We have a treat for you guys.
And it's very effective.
Before we wrap things up, ladies and gents, ayan, baka you have any shows you would want to plug and where can they find you?
Yes, as usual, I stream every day. So tomorrow, you guys know the drill. I will be streaming on Facebook. Yes, there's that. End of the month, there is a big tournament I'm doing commentary for. So that's Grand Slam. It is, again, a big Tekken tournament. Online, though. It's online. So I'll catch you guys then. Apart from that, any updates, content, I deliver them daily. Just Pika_Lozano on all my socials. Thank you, guys.
For me, yeah, Coach.abby on TikTok. We're coming up with a few more collaboration and partnership with our brand friends. So be on the lookout for that. But June 29, I think. Nakapost naman. Sony is launching or having a very special launch of for the Sony WH-1000 MX6. So Mark 6 na siya. And it's really a huge leap from the Mark 5 in terms of portability, foldability, and also yung AI noise cancelling. So if you want to join, if you want to be one of the first to experience it in the Philippines, we will see you there, Glorietta Activity Center. Join us, and I'll definitely be there in whatever capacity. Hindi ako sure. Hindi ako sure kung akit tayong stage or hindi. Pero tingnan natin. So that's to be known and seen. But if you want to see and make sure na wala kayong ma-miss out sa mga bagong pinapayagan nating mangyari kahit na hindi natin comfort zone, join that. And I'm launching a new series na Yes Before You Know. So, yun. Yes Before You Know. It's about saying yes to new things, which includes yung
So cool.
pero
Yes.
instead of before you know, as in it's
Yes before no. Ano, galing.
Wordplay.
Abbyisms talaga.
Pun is her.
Abbyisms.
yeah.
Pun is her. But okay, so for me, you guys can follow me at Red Queen Andy. Same thing for Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So if you guys like PUBG, because I do PUBG commentary, and apparently I do simulation racing commentary na rin. And yeah, that's a flex right there. And also for any lifestyle content and entertainment content, you can follow me for that one, because we do attend a lot of movie premieres and tech events
conventions.
and madami pa. So abangan nyo lang kasi marami din talagang ganap for this week and next week. So hopefully we can bond with you guys again. And how about you, Damien?
Okay, for me, I don't stream every day, but when I stream, I hope you catch me. I play I guess so many games. Diablo Immortal, Street Fighter, of course, and I'm also Magic the Gathering. I just want to say hi to Games Haven, Jace Collection, Rig Run. These are and Contemporary Nuke. Hi Market, hello guys. So these are the LGSs, especially Games Haven. I might be part of their team in the future. So hope you get. They've just opened, so cool, yan. And of course, like what Andy said, for Shoutcasting for Racing, our next one would be on July 5.
Wow.
All three of us. That's gonna be Coach Abby, Red Queen Andy, and me. So catch us. We're gonna be on Dominado's page, but of course we'll share it in Nerd Herd and the pages. If you want to follow me, Damien Wolf lang on Facebook. It's Damien Wolf Howls on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. So that's it.
Yep. And also, pahabol pala, tomorrow, if you want to see the cast of Superman, remember, it's such a huge thing kasi first time na dadala sila sa
When
Philippines.
here?
First stop of their media tour.
Wow.
So let's make sure that we send them off with a huge warm welcome. And also, para yung rest ng media tour would be really nice.
Yes.
So shout out to our friends from Warner. Tomorrow, I think in the afternoon sa Mall of Asia Activity Center, it's free for all naman. Pero syempre mayroon lang spots for some of the media and the KOLs and the influencers. But the whole activity center,
It's
if you
open.
want to go there, be a little bit early para mas malapit-lapit tayo and we can see the whole cast up close. We have the leads, and also James Gunn is going to be part of the
Wow,
the
James
tour
Gunn too. Cool.
as
I wanna
well.
see Crypto.
So
Yeah. I was he gonna be part of the tour.
nasa ano siya, Pet Express. sa Pet Express siya sa MOA.
Crypto.
Nagpapa-grooming. So yun, see you there if ever sa Mall of Asia tomorrow. Yep.
All right, that's it, nerds. Again, it's a wrap. Thank you again for joining us tonight, together with Pika Lozano, Coach Abby, me, and of course Damien Wolf. Hopefully, we'll see you again next week. Big shout out to Derek Collix. It's been he is actually the one facilitating everything, and also big shout out to Moba Babe, of course, Loris Martinez, and who else am I
Arvic.
missing?
I'm
Arvic,
doing-
who is hosting sa Cyber Zone. Hopefully, we can be with you next week for the
He's in the chat.
sweet
He just said good night sa atin.
episode.
Si DC rin pala. Shout out
DC,
DC.
yes.
Right, DC.
Busy siya eh. Kasi bukas
DC.
meron siya sa Antipolong gig.
So again, thank you, nerds, for hanging out with us. We'll see you again next week. Goodbye.
Night.
Night.
Mwah.